What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode here, the Bengals Crypt podcast. Going to be getting into another fantasy draft here. Hopefully, this one is a bit less auto drafted than the last one. The league is full. We're just waiting on the actual league to start up. So it won't be as hopefully it won't be as long as a wait as the last one. I hope so. Hold on. Let me do something right quick and put it up on my laptop. See if I need to just refresh my app. Yep. Just gotta refresh the app. There we go. Alright, we in there. So it looks like we got the fourth pick this time. Most of the back end of the draft is here. There's 3 auto drafters in the top 5 picks, but the last 5 picks is all actual people drafting. We got 2 minutes though, so we'll see if they hop in here. Hopefully they do, because obviously Jamar Chase will be gone, which will be a bit annoying, but we'll see how it plays out. We'll see how it goes. While we're waiting, I'll get into a hot take for this week. Let me see. Let's pull up the games for the week. Let's see. Everything's low. Why? All right. Let's see. Hot take. Bryce Young throws for 400 passing yards against the Jaguars. That's my hot take. I like it because I think the Jaguars defense ain't that great. Bryce Young has something to prove. I've already said I think he's going to have a pretty good season. That's my hot take. Yeah, I know it's crazy. It's crazy out here, but that's what we're going with. I really don't think it's like crazy. I just 400 is a lot. I think that's the hot take part of it. I think he easily hit 300 passing yards in this game. Easily. With the opponent they're playing, yeah, easily hitting 1,000, man, or three. Goodness, 300. But looking at the draft board, it's not looking like 1-1, 1-3, or 1-5 are going to show up. So Jamar Chase, Bijan Robinson, and probably CD are going to be gone by our pick. There is an actual drafter in that mix, so we'll have to see how it plays out. But the draft is getting started, and they're still on auto pick. So Jamar Chase, goodbye. Sorry, bud. Yep, Jamar Chase is off the board. I mean, this should be a quick and easy decision here at 2. In my opinion, it is. How are they going to play it, though? Honestly, you can't go wrong with Bijan or Saquon here. This is the prime time to go get those two. Man, this dude taking forever. Ain't that hard of a decision. You got the number 1 running back still, the number 1 receivers off the board, but I mean, we chilling. He might be auto draft Because there ain't no way it's taking that long. Damn. This is tragic. 20 seconds left, y'all. And he ain't nowhere to be found. There's not a soul in sight. I would know. Auto drafted Bijan. He's been put on auto draft. And CD Lamb goes. I'm going with Saquon Barkley. Gonna go get Saquon. Hope that Jalen Hurts doesn't take all the touchdowns with that dang tush push. Jameer Gibbs is off the board. Okay. Malik Neighbors. Christian McCaffrey and Justin Jefferson went right after my pick. See, these people going through it quick. Amon Ra's off the board. Okay, this dude's going to take a little while. I ain't mad at it though. Not mad at it. No, honestly, if Genty falls, I might go pick him up. Because, I don't know. I feel like that's a steal. Now, if Nico is still available, it's a little questionable. But if I want like Lamar or Jaden Daniels in this draft, I would have to pick him up at my third pick. Because they ain't going to last. Like, I would have to wait the whole rest of the third round, all the way through the fourth, until it gets back to me with real people drafting. Like, we'll have to see how I play it, though. We'll see how I play it. God damn. Oh, this dude's auto draft. Oh, no, he's really not. He literally went right down to the last second. What the heck, man? It is not that difficult. Not here. It gets a little hard, like at the end. Low down. He took Lamar off rip. Whoa. He went Brian. Okay, so he went Brian Thomas, and then he went Lamar Jackson at 2. That's wild. That is a wild man right there. Derrick Henry's off the board next, so we got the Jackson Henry duo off the board. Genty went. I think I know where I'm going to go with this next pick with Genty off the board. There's no way he gets picked up unless the Carl dude picks him up. Oh, yeah, now we chilling. Puka's off the board. Ooh, Nico moves up to 3. We got one more real pick and an auto draft. And then it's us. He went AJ Brown. Auto draft goes A Chain. We're going Nico Collins. I got my guy Nico Collins. There's still some running backs. Chase Brown gets auto drafted. I'm 5 picks away. Oh, some of these beginning people popped up. They showed up. That's a surprise. So there's less auto draft going on. Drake London goes next. Josh Allen, Josh Jacobs. So you got Jamar Chase, Josh Allen, and Josh Jacobs. That's scary right there. Brock Bowers going in the 3rd round again. That's so weird to me. So we have options here. Honestly, So Bucky's on the board again. So you could go Bucky, Jonathan Taylor, Scary Terry, Mike Evans. We're gonna risk it for the biscuit and get JT. Vlad McConkey went the pick before him. Bucky Irving gets auto drafted. Then George Kittle goes. So I'm 10 picks away right now. I want to go quarterback in the fourth round. There's one that I want. It's Jaden Daniels. I've missed on him in like my last three drafts. So I did the live draft. I did like my main like one with my like friends and whatnot. And then draft. And the other two I've missed on Jaden Daniels by not picking him soon enough. The one with my friends, I literally I missed him by like he was the pick right before my pick. I was so heated. But Jaden Daniels is a high upside. Like you're gonna get rushing yards, you're gonna get passing yards, like and this dude who has back to back picks not coming up, not the one that on the board right now, but the one that has back to back picks already got Lamar. So that means there's really 6 picks where I have to worry about it. But George Kittle, Trey McBride, and James Cook. Mike Evans going off the board now. I honestly think it's way too early for Trey McBride. Like he's good, but in the third round, this many going doesn't make sense. Pacheco 310? No. That's a bad pick. That's crazy. That is wild to me. Tyreek Hill, I think, that could be a steal just because he had a slower season. Doesn't mean he's going to be trash. Mahomes is off the board. Bad pick, in my opinion. Scary Terry's off the board. We got 2 more in an auto draft. I'm worried about the auto draft, honestly. Out of everything, I'm worried about the auto draft. But it says here Jalen Hurts should go before Jaden Daniels in auto draft. So as long as these next 2 guys don't go QB, like I should be chilling. Garrett Wilson. Come on, man. Do the right thing. He's got McCaffrey, A.J. Brown, and George Kittle. I mean, I don't see him not going Jaden Daniels here, honestly. He went Joe Burrow. Not mad at it. Kyron Williams off the board. Hell yeah. I finally went out and got my guy. Give me Jaden Daniels. Brees Hall and T. Higgins are off the board next. So what we got looking right now, we got Jaden Daniels, Saquon, JT, and Nico Collins. We're 3 picks away, 1 real pick, and 2 auto drafts. JSN's off the board. We just got those 3 picks. Marvin Harrison's off the board. I kind of want to go Tet here. DJ Moore, Jalen Hurts. I kind of want to go Tet here. Let's go Tet. We're going to go get Tet McMillan. Rashee Rice is off the board. Let's see. I know like Tet and Calvin Ridley are going to be like kind of questionable or like secure, but I like the way Cam Ward forces the ball to Calvin Ridley in the first preseason game. I didn't really watch the other two for them, but I also like Tet as a player, and I think he's going to do a lot of good things. So a bit of risk. And JJ McCarthy, I think it's a little early for him, but they believe. DK Metcalf off the board. Honestly, we may hit wide receiver again. Obviously, I'm looking at Calvin Ridley. There's also Cortland Sutton, which will be an interesting one. Maybe he falls to us. Travion Henderson just went off the board. I feel like he's going off the board too early to not be the starting running back. I know everyone's projecting him to actually hold on. Let me fact check myself on that. Did he earn the starting job? Because I know Ramondre was the starter. Yeah, Ramondre's still the star. I mean, he's going to get a lot of the receptions, I guess, or like the receiving patterns. So it makes sense in that light. Sam Laporta, TJ Hawkinson, and Travis Kelsey all just went off the board. I wasn't going to draft any of them. I'm chilling. Herbert's off the board. Jameson Williams. We're almost to our pick, y'all. Let's see how it goes. 1 minute left on this pick. All right. Gonna have to wait a little bit. 30 seconds. Let's see. I mean, I feel like there's some steals here in the wide receiver room that just no one thinks about. Like, isn't this dude starting? Yeah, A.O. Manor. He's listed as a starting wide receiver out of Tennessee. Like, I'm on the clock. Who went before me? Devontae Adams and Mark Ingram. Or, not Mark Ingram. What the hell? I just combined two. Hold on. Let me make this. Calvin Ridley's the pick. Mark Andrews. We're 6 picks away. Kenneth Walker comes off the board. Amari and Hampton. We are 4 picks away from our next pick. Alvin Kamara is off the board. So it looks like a running back run kind of happened. This is okay. I'm not worried about it. Tyler Warren goes off the board. That's a bit of a surprise. Fields is off the board. Oh, Evan Ingram. No. He went. I was going to pick him up. He got auto drafted. We're going to go David Njoku instead. I'm good with that. I like him. Yeah, I honestly think him and Jerry Jeudy are the 2 biggest weapons over there. And a veteran in Joe Flacco is going to rely on his tight end. So, especially a Ravens veteran. Like, come on now. Packers defense and Baker Mayfield are off the board after that. Chuba Hubbard. I know where I'm going next. Loveland is off the board. Now, honestly, it might be a little early for him, but I think that will be a good move. We've got some pieces that we need. Matthew Golden is off the board. Not mad at that. That's solid. Late 7 pick. I went with him. I don't remember when I picked him up. Eagles defense is off the board. Travis Hunter's still here, but I've taken enough risks. I don't know what position he's really. I don't think he's playing both. And if he does play both, he's not going to play every down like he thinks he is. Like it's just not going to happen. Especially in his rookie year. Like no. Tony Pollard's off the board. I really don't see this next guy going. So maybe until I think I could go grab a Devonte Smith or a Cortland Sutton before I grab my next guy. So I'm probably going to grab one of them. Bills defense is off the board. Chris Boswell got auto drafted. That's funny. Sutton went off the board. Aubrey's off the board. Got one more pick. Does Smith survive? Yep, they went kicker. We'll go Devonte Smith here. I think that gives you a more solidified receiver if the other ones don't pan out. I wanted Sutton. I try to get Sutton in every draft that I do, but Fairbairn and Sanders are off the board. I ain't worried about these kickers. Y'all already saw what I did with the last one. RJ Harvey's off the board. '49ers defense after George Pickens. The Bears defense is off the board, and I'm going to go get my guy, Tyrone Tracy. So I got my 3 running backs. Bengals defense off the board. I really got this set up pretty nice. Obviously, I need my kicker and my defense. I need a backup quarterback. Need a backup tight end. So that's 4 picks right there. Oh, yeah, and I got plenty of picks left. We're only around 9. Yeah, we chilling. Got 6 picks. Yep, 6 picks left. Broncos defense just went. That's unfortunate. It is what it is, though. I probably do want to hit my defense next, so it's not too bad. Well, I might go with a risky one. McLaughlin, Bates off the board. This league actually went after their kickers and defenses on like the last one, but the last one was all mainly auto draft, so I could kind of see it. Brock Purdy's off the board. Swift. Travis Hunter got auto drafted. Dude, if they let Bo Nix fall to me, that's crazy. Xavier Worthy, I think that's a worthy spot for him. 10-4. Jordan Love is off the board. Bo Nix got auto drafted. Damn it. All right, that's fine. I'm gonna go with the Lions defense. The risk factor of it is Aaron Glenn is gone. Are they gonna be the same defense? Zay Flowers auto drafted right after that, followed by Caleb Johnson. So I got my defense. I ain't worried about no kicker right now. Matt Gay is off the board. Steelers defense, that would have been a good pick. That was probably a smart pick. I probably should have went there over Detroit, but it is what it is. Olave and Adunze are off the board. Hmm. I I want to do something, but I'm not going to. I'm gonna go pick up Jerry Judy here. I feel like this is my risk draft. That's what I'm calling this. I've got some solid, like solidified people, and then I got some people that are like, they did something last year. Are they gonna do? Aaron Jones and Tucker Kraft are off the board. We're 10 picks away. Emeka Ibuka is off the board. We've got what? 4? Yeah, we got 4 picks left. We got to get a kicker. I think I'm actually going to get a kicker in the thing. We've got to get a backup quarterback, a backup tight end. If this man falls, I'm going to be real with y'all. If this man falls, I'm going to go get him. I can't tell y'all who. That'd be a spoiler. I'll tell you if he gets picked up. Emeka Ibuka, Jalen Waddle off the board. Jordan Mason is out of there. Debo Samuel, the last pick of the 11th round. Ricky Pearsall is gone. right. Ooh, Stephon Diggs. He went. All right. Ain't mad at it. Jordan Addison's off the board. 3 picks away. Khalil Shakir's off the board. Young Hoku. And Jalen Warren. So we're going to go get my guy, Chris Godwin. Going to go pick him up. Probably not going to play this week. Maybe not next week. He is that guy. Mixon, Skatibo, auto picked. I feel like I should go. So I need a backup tight end, backup quarterback, and a kicker. Let's see how many teams already have backup quarterbacks, though. They do. They do. They don't. They don't. They don't. They do. I think I just saw Kyler go off the board. I did. We are on the clock. Hold up. So the Texans defense, Quinshon Judkins, Kyler Murray, and Jawan Jennings all come off the board. My pick. I could go get my backup tight end later. Let's go ahead. I'm rolling the dice. I'm going to go bring in Bryce Young. I could have brought in so many quarterbacks. But we're going Bryce Young here. I was also considering Dak, but Cooper Kupp goes off the board right after that. You know what's crazy? This draft seems to be going faster than the other one. And there's like a million auto drafters in there. That's the funny thing. All right, the Ravens and Browns defenses both go off the board. Man, it's messing with me. Najee Harris is off the board. The Pirate himself, Jaden Reed. Jacoby Myers is off the board. We're 6 picks away. J.K. Dobbins. Luke Musgrave. Bill. Austin Eckler. A lot of these people went to auto draft now. Algiers off the board. We're on the clock. We went after our quarterback. We're going to go get our kicker now. Kicker Jake Elliott. We're going to go there. Will Lutz may have been a good one too. But I think they're going to. Yeah. Yeah, I think you can't go wrong either way there. Brian Robinson, Brandon Ayuk, Keon Coleman, Dalton Kincaid, ain't nobody worried about that. Stevenson's off the board, the starting running back for the Patriots. Caleb Williams goes right before us, and we're going to go get my guy if he's available. Did he go and I not notice? How did I manage this? Where is Mike Gesicki? Okay, there he is. Got my guy Mike. That's our final pick. We'll see if Kyle Pitts gets drafted. Rashid Shaheed goes. This dude always takes forever. I'm pretty happy with my draft. I got Jaden Daniels. I've been missing on him a lot. They didn't go get Saquon. I think that's good for me. JT, if he's healthy, we're chilling. But then Tyrone Tracy could come in and play a big role if JT goes down. Nico Collins might be the best receiver in the league this year. Uh, Michael Pittman's off the board. Dak Prescott. Jonnu Smith. We got David Njoku and Mike Gesicki interchangeable there. CJ Stroud and Josh Downs is the last pick of the draft. Hell yeah. Eagles kicker Jake Elliott. We got Calvin Ridley, Tet. Lions defense got Devonta Smith, Tyrone Tracy, Jerry Jeudy. Chris Godwin is a beast. Bryce Young, again, risk there at the backup quarterback, but he's a backup quarterback. We got Jaden Daniels, we're chilling. By week 14, by week 12, did any of these people? So Tet and Tyrone Tracy and Bryce Young all have the same bye week. Jake Elliott and David Njoku, as well as Saquon. So those will be a couple. Week 9 and 14 will be kind of rough, especially because even my backups in week 9. But luckily, it's not the backup running back in week 9, so we chilling. But that's gonna do it for the draft. We are gonna go ahead and set our lineup. Make sure Devonta Smith is in the starting lineup. We'll have to see what's the most fair. We're gonna go through each of my fantasy teams and so this is an all rookie team. I got Cam Ward starting. It's against Denver, but he's the only starting rookie quarterback, so I got to go there. Genty against New England. He's probably going to have a pretty good game. Hampton against KC. It depends, is he going to actually be playing? Is Harris playing? Because if Harris isn't playing, Hampton's number one. So that'll be good. I got Tet, Golden, Mason Taylor. Taylor might have a rough game against Pitt, but we'll see. Golden against Detroit could be rough too. But I think Tet's going to have a good week 1. Trey Harris, I picked him up. He's going up against KC. Got Borales, the kicker for the Patriots. And then I got the 49ers defense. They had the most drafted rookies. Jackson Dart is my backup. Jadon Blue, Quinshon Judkins, Jaden Higgins against the Rams. Questionable whether to put him in, but I don't know how much playing time he's actually going to get. So I don't want to do that one yet. I got Kyle Williams. I don't think he's starting, so we may end up going to replace him in time. Let me see. Williams should settle in a role. Yeah, it may take some time. And I got Loveland, the tight end out of Chicago as well. I just don't see him getting playing time over Cole Kmet, so it's a little risky there. So those are all rookies. It's really hard to give an honest, true opinion on all that. I got Joe Burrow in this other league. That's a risky week 1 start, but I'm going to do it anyways. David Montgomery, Tyrone Tracy, T. Higgins, Justin Jefferson. T. Higgins always does good against the Browns, whether we win or lose. So if you got T. Higgins, go ahead and put him in. George Kittle, Debo, Evan McPherson, Bills defense. Got Brock Purdy. And again, it's one of those rivalry games against Seattle. We need to see to prove it before I put him over Joe Burrow in fantasy. You know what I mean? Zach Charbonnet,
Jordan Mason, maybe an early cut candidate for me. We'll see what his actual role is. Emeka Ibuka, who I wanted to get in the All Rookie League, but I missed on him. Jaden Reed and Cade Otton. Let's see. So I got Baker, Derrick Henry, Josh Jacobs, easy starts. Mike Evans, so I'm stacking the Baker Evans, T. Higgins, Tyler Warren, Debo, Money Mac, the Bucks defense. Then in the backups, I got Jared Goff, Quinshawn Judkins, Javonte Williams, Josh Downs, Jaden Reed, Jalen or Jalen Waddle. I don't know why I didn't think that was his first name. Pretty solid there. Waddle's a questionable one too. Like, what's his quarterback situation going to look like with Tua? Then I got all Bengals league: Burrow, P. Ryan, Brown, Higgins, Chase, Gesicki, Yoshivas, McPherson, Bengals defense, and then backups: Jake Browning, Taj Brooks, Jermaine Burton, Chris Jones, Charlie Jones, sorry, uh, Mitchell Tinsley, the preseason standouts. That's my guy. I hope he does. I hope he gets some legit playing time. And Drew Sample as the backup tight end as well. You saw me draft that team, so now we're going to look at what I'm going to do for the team I just drafted. Daniels is going to start week 1. Barkley starting week 1. JT starting week 1 against Miami for sure. Nico starting week 1 against the Rams. Tet, I already said I think him and Bryce Young are about to have a good game week 1. The question is Njoku against the Bengals defense or Mike Gesicki against the Browns. And usually I'm gonna trust my guys, but I think I gotta go Njoku here. Now I am gonna take Calvin Ridley out. That Denver matchup is not a good first test. We're gonna put Devonta Smith in there. That Cowboys defense is dog crap now without Micah Parsons, so they're gonna roll. I'm making obviously Jake Elliott, Detroit. So even though I think Bryce Young is gonna have a great game, Jaden Daniels is gonna have a better one. I think. Um, if Chris Godwin plays, I'm gonna put him. The problem is we won't know if Chris Godwin is playing until after the Eagles game, which is tomorrow. So we really can't make any judgment calls there. And I think Ted is going to have a good game, so I don't want to pull Ted out. And obviously Nico is going to go off. So Chris Godwin is probably going to be on the bench week 1. Let's see. He didn't practice today. Yeah, I don't think he's going to play. Jerry Jeudy. We just got to see what they look like. He was a risk pick. And Gesicki, I trust it. I just don't trust Bengals week 1 or 2. So I just don't want to make any big risks with that. Give me 1 second. So now I want to look at our week 1 matchup in this league. So we're projected to win. That's always a plus. Pretty handedly, actually. We're playing the team that picked up Patrick Mahomes. I think that's going to be the biggest weakness for him.
Just their quarterback isn't going to play as well as mine is. They got Derrick Henry, so our RB1s are probably going to be similar pace. Although it's Buffalo's defense versus Dallas's defense, you know what I mean? Yeah. They got Travion Henderson, and that one's interesting. It depends on his role. How much do they utilize him? Mike Evans is going to put up some points. Amon Ra is going to put up some points. Kelsey's going to put up some points, maybe. Golden is going to put up. Okay, so I think we need to worry a little more than it's projecting us needing to worry. They got McLaughlin in the Bills defense. So, I mean, if this dude has a single injury, though, I don't like his bench. So he's probably going to get cooked up. Let's go back to the first league, the All Rookie League. We're projected to lose, and for good reason. We're supposed to get smoked, 94 to 120. They got Lamar, Christian McCaffrey, Chuba Hubbard, DJ Moore, CD Lamb, Trey McBride, Marvin Harrison. Their kickers on IR, and the Lions defense. That is a team to fear. I think we're going to lose that one. Probably going to scratch that one. Next league, where we had Joe Burrow as the starting quarterback and some good receivers in there. We got Bo Nix, Derrick Henry. Why am I playing Derrick Henry in like every league? Derrick Henry, JT, Jawan Jennings, JSN, Travis Kelsey, Zay Flowers. I say bench Zay Flowers. They should bench Zay Flowers for Scary Terry. The fact Scary Terry is on their bench right now is insane to me. We're supposed to win by 3. I would put Ricky Pearsall over Zay Flowers. All right, next league. Lamar, and this is the Baker-led team. Lamar, Kyron Williams, Jahmyr Gibbs, Devontae Adams, Scary Terry, Evan Ingram. I almost said Money Mac. As soon as I said Evan, I heard Evan. I was just like Money Mac. Travion Henderson again. What is he going to be? Fairbairn and the Eagles defense. Is there anyone I would take out? I might put Devontae Smith over Henderson for this week. Now let's take a look at the All Bengals League. Let's see it. Jaden Daniels, Derrick Henry, David Montgomery, A.J. Brown, Zay Flowers, Travis Kelsey, Travis Hunter, Fairbairn Eagles defense. They got 3 quarterbacks. They got Jaden Daniels, Jalen Hurts, and Matt Stafford. Their bench is trash. They got Judkins, might not play. Harris, might not play. Marquise Brown, and Dallas Goedert. Ain't nobody worried about them. I mean, they're projected to beat me, but that's because I got an all Bengals team. And they're going to perform this week. Best believe. And then the league you saw me draft earlier today, the team we're playing has Josh Allen, Derrick Henry, Josh Jacobs, Calvin Ridley, Malik Neighbors, Evan Ingram, Travion Henderson, Cameron Dicker, and the Bengals defense. You don't even take any of them out. Question is, we didn't even look at this league in terms of if I want to pull anyone out. Maybe we pull out Garrett Wilson for Cortland Sutton. I think that's a good move. Yeah, let's do that. Do we put JSN in against San Francisco? I think I'm good with it. DK should do some good things, so we'll let Nick Chubb ride the bench with RJ Harvey. I kind of want to bring Golden up. But I don't know about that week 1 matchup. Thing about RJ Harvey is the same thing as Henderson. He's running back 2, even though he should be running back 1. Hmm. Yeah, I think I'm good where I'm at. But and Money Mac is still on the waiver claim. But we're gonna end this one here. Who dey all you Bengals fans out there? Fun doing a little fantasy football. I'll see you in the next one. You have a good day.